Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest on the line right now.
That's right, the legend.
Jay Prince. Welcome, sir.
Oh, yeah. How's it going?
Man, we blessed, black, and highly favored, man. How are you, sir?
Hey, man, I'm blessed myself, bro.
Yes, sir.
We got to thank you first because we all got, each individual one of us got a box from you with some liquor in it.
Beautiful.
You know, at first when I seen the box, I thought maybe we did something wrong. I was going to see a finger or a head in it. Now I'm just joking.
God dang, man. Don't do the OG like that, man.
When Jay Prince said
Envy, why would you say that?
I said, what did we do? I seen something from Jay Prince. I said, oh, boy. But it was a nice a box of some wine. So you got into the liquor business. So what put you into the liquor industry?
Oh, man, you know, hey, I heard this doctor by the name of Dr. Red Duke from Houston, Texas, years ago. Mm-hmm. And he was speaking on the benefits of red wine. You know what I mean? How it benefits you health-wise,
right?
Health benefits. And I was inspired. You know, I was inspired from two perspectives. You know, from the health perspective, and then I had opportunity to go to Napa Valley and peep it from a business perspective, all the vineyards and everything. And before I know it, I started, you know, showing interest in that red wine business.
Is that the secret? Do you look in 25, my brother?
And by the way,
you know, I'm spray paint a little bit, Charlamagne.
Envy do it too. Envy got the little spray paint. He got it.
It's not spray paint, but go ahead.
And it looks like you spared no expense too, because the packaging is beautiful of the loyalty wine. You see that? Yeah,
no, that was important to me to, you know, for the bottles to be quality and also the drink to be quality in the champagne as well. You know, the rosé, Cabernet, and Merlot. You know, so you know it's a compliment of who I am. So I want it to be quality.
You know,
were you already a wine drinker before this?
Well, not before I heard, you know, my man, Dr. Red Duke, because, you know what I mean, I was that person that used to have orange juice in the club, straight juice, you know what I mean, acting like I had gin and juice, watching everything.
You know, one thing people don't know about you, Jay, you really big in agriculture. Like, you know, you got a lot of farmland out there in Texas, right?
Oh, yeah. I have 1,000-acre ranch, 1,000+ acre ranch, a lot of Black Angus cattle, a lot of horses, wildlife, you know what I mean? I always been that person that I'm in love with the things that the creator make more so than man-made things.
So you gonna buy a vineyard?
In addition, you have that.
Pardon?
Are you gonna buy a vineyard?
Well, hey, I have one. I can turn that one into one. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I plant the right seeds.
Okay.
Yeah.
In addition, you also have that island in Belize. So have you been there during the pandemic?
Oh, yeah. I just left from, you know, I have a couple islands out there. I just got back a few weeks ago, and I hated to come back.
Now, with the farms that you have, do you eat off your own farm? Is everything yours, or is it just one of those things? So you have your own eggs, your own burgers, your own chickens, your own meat. Is everything you feed off of your own farm, your own vegetables?
Yeah, all of that, everything you said. You know what I mean? That's important to me. I don't eat a lot of beef today, but my beef is steroid free. You know what I mean? They are grass fed, and I season them while they're alive. So if you want some good steaks, I got you.
You know, OG, in recent years, we've seen you more visible than probably we've ever seen you with the book and even the wine. You know, how important has it been for you to always make moves in silence?
You know, it was real important in the beginning. In the beginning, it was really important because a combination of reasons. You know, I definitely had trained myself to move that way prior to doing different things, but today, you know, it's a different time. It's a different day, and I believe it's a time and a place for everything. And I think I made adjustments where they are needed. You know what I mean? To be inspiration to those that came after me.
Is that why you decided to speak more now? Because you know you inspire people?
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. I know it's some things that I know, and I don't want to take them with me to the other side without sharing a lot of my wisdom. So, yeah, that's the heartbeat of why I like to speak when I speak.
Mm-hmm. Last time we spoke to you, I know you were helping Carl Crawford out with Megan Thee Stallion and Rock Nation and everything that was going on with that. How is that situation going? Has everything been worked out?
Yeah, that one is actually me and the homie Jay-Z spoke, when was it, last week on the last point of closing that deal. And he and I, you know, I think we was on the phone probably 2 minutes before we was in agreement with reaching the last deal point. So I'm looking for that to be wrapped up. The ink ought to be dry before the week is out or next week. You know how it turns.
And now
should be officially on Rock Nation and Carl Crawford to just, you know, sign off so that'll be departed, no more problems, no more situations, right?
Everything will be smooth, you know. She's still with 1501, you know, /300, and Rock Nation them is managing her.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. All right, and then you have Erica. So tell me, what's your relation to Erica Banks now? Because we see she just recently got her deal, and I know you and Carl Crawford are tight. So how are you involved?
Well, that was the deal that we closed up a week or so ago. You know, myself and the homie G. Roberson was involved as well. And, you know, she's special. You know, Erica is special. We're looking forward to big things where she's concerned. And you know, 1501, the homie Carl Crawford, a lot of people can stop calling it luck now, because this is second one, and he on the grind for number 3.
When you know, speaking of that, when did you know that RapALot wasn't just a flash in the pan?
You know, I believe that to be the case from day one. You know what I mean? My faith and my belief brought me to where I'm at right now. So I always believed that, you know, I could, you know, take RapALot and take, you know, my goals and visions where I wanted to take them. You know, I just was one of them dudes that thought that way. Matter of fact, if you don't think that way, don't nothing ever come to fruition. So I felt that way from day one, and that's the only way I was able to withstand the struggles and obstacles. You know what I mean? Because as I told everybody, shit, it was 7 years later before I had any success in the music industry. So that's a test of time, you know.
Hey, correct me if I'm wrong, too, OG. Harry O, he was one of the original founders of RapALot, right?
Never.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that lot need to be cleaned up. Harry O never had no business whatsoever where RapALot was concerned. You know what I mean? The only thing we ever done in the music industry together was he took the Ghetto Boys on tour with a couple of dates in LA and Oakland with the Fat Boys and with Salt and Pepper, you know, things like that back in the day. And then, and that was in 1989 or 90 or whatever that was in. And then in 94, you know, I done a deal with Dana Dane. You know, he and I done that deal, and, you know, that didn't go too well. That was
Y'all signed Dana Dane, the rapper?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Man. But I, you know, done that deal with him, and I think he was with Maverick at the time, and that was the end of that situation.
How did y'all do a deal with Dana Dane? Dana Dane, of course, is from New York. So how did y'all hook up with Dana Dane back then?
Well, I knew Dana. You know, I know Dana from back in the day. You know, when he was with Salt and Pepper, Herbie Lovebug, and all of them. He and I just used to party and have a bunch of fun. And you know, I eventually done a deal with him, and then I let them do their thing together. You know, I got out the way.
Gotcha. I wanted to ask, I wanted to go back for 1 second, sorry, Charlamagne. I just wanted to ask, with distribution of the liquor, how difficult is that? Is it easy to get in stores because you're going against so many big brands? And I know a lot of times people are scared of that side of the business, getting into the stores, the wine stores, the liquor stores, the Costco's and BJ's and Sam's Club. How difficult is it for distribution?
Yeah, that seemed to be just like a lot of other things, you know, not what you know, but who you know. You know, it's a real political thing, and I'm feeling my way around as we speak. You know what I mean? Because with the loyalty, I pressed like $500,000 worth of product in the beginning, not knowing that it wasn't going to be enough. You know, I sold out to one distributor, so I'm trying to catch up as we speak. But you know, it's competitive, but I'm gonna figure it out. You know what I mean? And we'll be everywhere.
And what's the purchase price? How much are the bottles for people that don't know?
You can get loyalty for a real special price. You know what I mean? $30-something, $20-something.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your favorite one, since you weren't a drinker before this, but now you're a wine connoisseur?
Cab. I love the Cabernet. You know what I mean? I love it. I love the dark grapes because of the health reasons. You know, I'm still square.
No, that's how you know. That's how you know OG got a bunch of women. He drink that cab.
I'm in the Hall of Fame, Charlamagne.
Hey,
now, have you heard Drake's new album yet?
Not the whole thing. You know, bits and pieces, and special piece of work. Special piece of work. But I don't have to tell y'all that. You know, he's a special dude.
He is, but how do you push him to the next level, Prince? Because you know, he's been doing it for 10 years, and he's been consistently good at what he does. But is there another level to him?
Well, I think there's a lot of different dimensions where Drake is concerned. You know, somebody with a track record like his is like Michael Jordan in the sports world. You know what I mean? It's them kind of people. It's hard to underestimate them. You know what I mean? You just have to observe them when they get out on the court because they know how to win.
When you look at him and you look at a group like the Ghetto Boys and you think about how it first started for y'all in hip hop, did you ever think hip hop could take it as far as somebody like him is taking it?
Man, you know, I'm still surprised by all of these different dimensions and levels that I've witnessed where hip hop is concerned. I never, you know, in my wildest dream imagined that, you know, hip hop would evolve to the level that it has evolved. So to be able to witness Drake close up the way I have, and you know, this dude is a hit machine, man. You know, I never witnessed no artist with the ability, you know, to write hits the way this dude write hits. It's amazing.
Yeah. Does it feel like sometimes when you're at the top, it's like a lot of people are kind of hoping that things don't go well? Because I see that a lot where people will be like, well, you know, Drake ain't all this, he's not all that. And that's a difficult position to be in because he's the most streamed artist, you know, of the decade even. And then for the past year, and it is true, that's a lot to live up to.
Yeah, I mean, that's a part of the game though, you know what I mean? Not only in the music industry, in life too, you know, even getting up, they say when you make it all the way up to the top of the pole, people just see your ass and they get tired of seeing your ass. So, you know what I mean? That's just the way that goes. We have to make the adjustments and deal with that.
Hey, OG, I want you to kill this rumor too, because you know you said it earlier that it was a bad rumor. But where did that Harry O thing come from? That he was a founder of RapALot Records? Yeah,
you know, from what I understand, it came out his mouth. You know what I mean? And you know, I heard even from the homie, you know, so we have a mutual homie, Lil D from Oakland. You know, I heard the homie say that it was said to him that he owned the Ghetto Boys back in the day or whatever. And, you know, that caused me a lot of problems, you know, when a man, you know, make that statement or lie like that. You know, it caused me problems with the DEA, the IRS back in the day because they attacked me, you know, based on statements being made that way. And of course, it was nothing there for them to find. So, you know, I like to clear that up more so than me. I hope someday he would clear it up because I think it'll be better for his resume. But I like to congratulate, the homie. It's like I congratulate anybody that come out of that hog pen.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for people that don't know Charlamagne, explain who Harry O is, because somebody who's listening have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, Harry O just got pardoned by Donald Trump, and they were saying that he was a founder of Death Row Records, and I guess RapALot, but clearly that's not true. Mm-hmm. But I think that's just something the DEA was trying to do to build a case against the brother we talking to right now, Jay Prince, back in the day. That's what it seemed like to me.
Yeah, definitely. I'm the type of dude, man. I've been out here in these streets a long time. A lot of people from the streets, but a lot of them had to go do time. They ain't been in the streets. And one thing about these streets, you can't be that kind of individual where you play games with nobody money or play games, with situations like that. I ain't never been that person. Mm-hmm. And so for one, to try to shit on, the RapALot name, I try to take credit, from Southern brothers, because it ain't no I and we. I didn't even do it myself, but I got a team that worked with me that built, RapALot way before I knew him. You know what I mean? This movement started before I even met the brother.
Right.
I definitely learned some game from him, where streets are concerned. But, he have to, at his own lips, be real about never, in having no ownership where RapALot is concerned.
Have you ever asked him to clear that up?
I never, it was an interesting thing. I hadn't talked to this brother, you know what I mean? Because of these words and different things that have been said, and, I'm the type of dude when one get to saying things that, is not so, and then from the result of things being said that way, I get investigated and get attacked by all these 3-letter words. I don't have much to say to them kind of people. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have you spoken to Shook? You keep in touch with Shook?
No, I don't. We don't have nothing to talk about either. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I wish him the best, and he in that pig pen right now. I hope someday he's able to spend his last days with his family.
Absolutely.
Watching all these biopics recently, does that make you feel like maybe making your book into a movie?
Yes, I'm out of time, Angela. I'm working on that. I'm having a conversation with a few individuals, and I look forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Little Duval has been actively campaigning to play you in a biopic.
Yeah. He told me that. I met the little homie. He told me definitely to put him on that list. Recently, I heard that what's the homie's son name? Man, I can't even think of the homie name.
Who's his daddy?
Son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I heard he was.
John David White. He's great.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm definitely considering that.
Oh, he said he wanted to play you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Hey, what one of your biggest strengths is, OG? For some reason, when it's time to cut ties with something or somebody. Where does one acquire that skill?
Man, that's connected to the intuition and the discernment. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Being plugged into a creator. And we all have that connection. It's just about whether we connected to that connection or not. Mm-hmm. So I give a lot of that credit to the creator, because if I don't have that ability, then I won't be a free man to have these conversations.
Mm.
Absolutely.
I know respect is a really big deal for you, obviously. Do you feel like the younger generation in hip hop isn't respectful to people that came before them in general?
I think it's a combination. I think some of them are, and then I think some of them are not. You know what I mean? A lot of times, people don't do better because they don't know better.
Right.
And we know where that no come from. That could be their foundation, their household, or wherever that may be. You know what I mean? One have to give one the game where all of those things are concerned. But it ain't too late to catch up.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So you're forgiving of situations like that where you can actually have a conversation afterward. You're not the type of person that's like write somebody off permanently.
I believe every man is due a chance. You know what I mean? Do a chance, do a warning, you know, to have the opportunity to make wrong right. But not a whole lot of chances.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Why'd you name it the Loyalty Collection?
For a lot of reasons. You know, I feel like that word loyalty complement who I am first and foremost. And I want to create a drink that if snitches drank it, they'll get sick. You know what I mean? So this one is for this name and this drink is for the celebration of those that are successful, whether it be the Super Bowl, you know what I mean, whatever it may be, marriages, everybody I feel that experience success, loyalty have to be in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it don't happen without it.
You know what I meant to ask you when Tyson and Roy Jones was fighting, right? And you know Roy Jones and him have history. Y'all are cool. Did you have a conversation with Roy Jones before the fight, and did you have one after the fight?
Me and Roy spoke. Well, first of all, you know, I tried to put that fight together
Years ago. I read that in the book.
Years ago, man. Yeah, decades ago, and actually we kind of had an agreement to make that fight happen, and unfortunately, the numbers didn't satisfy Roy. But no, I think I spoke with the homie because he and I, after the fight, he and I had a conversation about getting together, going out to my island and getting us a tan. How y'all enjoy that fight?
You think he's gonna fight again? Is Roy gonna fight again, or they gonna do the rematch? Because Roy looked like, look, enough's enough. I ain't fighting Mike Tyson no more.
I mean, when you ask if I enjoyed it, it was this. It's Roy Jones with Mike Tyson. It wasn't what we. I don't know what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting nothing, to be honest.
I was
just
excited.
I enjoyed everything leading up to it and all the conversations and everything. And I did watch it, so
yeah, I wasn't
we all watched
disappointed.
it.
That was great. They said, Roy, you want to fight again? He said, you know what? I gotta go ask my wife, man. I ain't answering right now.
I think they was sparring though. I don't think they was really in there banging.
Yeah, all right.
Well, y'all got the 50-some-year-old version. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not the same thing. But I enjoyed it. You know, I think more of those type of events where Snoop is commentating and different things. I enjoyed all of that, man.
Now, when it comes to social media, OG, have you figured out a way to not let it bother you, or does it bother you?
It don't really bother me. You know what I mean? I'm not a individual. I haven't lived a life where I allow, you know, things that I can control like that to really bother me. The only thing that bothered me this week where news and social media is concerned was the attack that's going on my brother Larry Hoover, you know, where, you know, he's being accused of calling shots from the ADX, you know, the penitentiary out there where he's under surveillance 24/7. You know what I mean? And, you know, they got a blatant lie on the front page of Chicago where he's calling shots. He's still calling shots where these brothers are concerned. And, you know, that's a conspiracy because, you know, he's being, he's about to come home. You know what I mean? He has qualified to come home where the First Step Act was concerned. And, you know, the feds know this. So now they figured out a way of having all this bad press to try to muddy the water, you know, where the judge's eyes are concerned.
Can somebody like a Larry Hoover make a difference in the streets now? Would them young guys be receptive to Larry Hoover?
Oh, most definitely. You know what I mean? This is a brother who know how to think. When you know how to think, it don't matter if you're 100. It don't matter. You know what I mean? That don't even matter. You know, a lot of people, you know, insinuate and try to make that be a disconnect, but it's never a disconnect when you know how to think. Matter of fact, it's an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is there a
Can I
release
ask you-
date for him?
Say that again.
Is there a release date for him?
Well, it's not a release date. You know what I mean? It's a situation right now where there's been 4 or 5 other guys that been on the same case that has been released, and now he has qualified to be released. And of course, they're attacking him, trying to keep him in a pig pen.
Mm-hmm.
And that bothers me, man, because, you know, here's a brother that qualified, you know, just like all the others, and now y'all telling a bunch of lies on a man that if he fought loud, y'all record it. So we understand what that's about.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on Lil Wayne and Kodak Black getting their pardons from Donald Trump and actually supporting him?
Well, I'm happy for both of those brothers. I'm just a full-blown fan for homies getting out of the pig pen. You know, unless they them pedophiles and them different kind of people who, you know, them rapists, all them people who I don't respect. But I'm not mad about that. You know what I mean? I think more presidents need to do things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially right now, you know, Joe Biden and, you know, Senator Harris, or Vice President Harris now, they talking about decriminalizing marijuana, making it legal. They do that. They got to let everybody who's in jail for a nonviolent drug offense doing life for weed and then big numbers for weed, they got to come home.
Yeah, that need to be the case anyway. That's that's part of that first step, you know, act. You know, that need to happen, man. It's a racist law. You know what I mean? It was a racist law back when they put it in effect. It's a racist law now. You know,
And expunge their records too.
Exactly. Yeah, you know what I mean? A fresh new slate. I'm looking forward to that day, man. That need to take place.
Have you thought about doing something with the marijuana industry with all of the land that you own?
Yeah, I have, Angela. I thought about it and I got discouraged because of the laws that's connected with it allows the feds to enter your world, your privacy at any time they want to for people that decide to do that. And I never want to give those people the keys to my world that way because I don't trust them. You know what I mean? I know they don't have much love for me. So that kind of discouraged me.
Gotcha.
How many artists have come to you during the pandemic and just asked you how to stay afloat, man? Because you know money getting low for a lot of these artists, OG.
You know, I can't say many. You know, you know, I'm not in that stay afloat business. You know what I mean? So, you know, one gonna be practicing, you know, come to me about my paper. But yeah, I hadn't experienced that much, Charlamagne.
Have you taken that gold AK-47 to the gun range yet?
Yeah, right in my backyard.
Right in the backyard?
Right in the backyard, man. I cut it loose right there. You know, when you got that kind of land, you can just put targets on a whole lot of things and do all the shooting you want to do, man.
Well, Jay Prince, does this mean next time we see you in person, we get to have a drink?
Hey, we got to do that. You
No
know?
orange juice this time?
No, I'm going straight from the bottle. You know? I finished the whole bottle on the what's the homie show that I was on?
Drink
Chance. Drink Chance. Nori and DJ Effin.
Oh, they got you.
I had never witnessed myself after a bottle. You know, I think I was lit.
Oh yeah. They'll do it to you.
Did you go back to the room and go to sleep?
Man, it felt like with everything on, man. I'm talking about everything on, Charlamagne.
Hey, always a pleasure to talk to
Absolutely,
you, OG.
man. Thank you, OG.
Likewise, man.
And thank you for the wine. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, make sure y'all go
Appreciate
grab
y'all.
some of that loyalty collection. You see, he got it on the table back there.
That's right.
I got mine.
Oh, for sure.
All right, it's James Prince. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Thank you, brother.